Mark Zuckerberg, you are here in front of us today because your creation, Facebook, has breached the private information of millions of people. Your program is more unholy than an upside-down steeple. Because of you, in 2012, we could have had a different election, but people hacked your site, and that had little protection. The thing is, you let Obama's staff continue to hack when they should have been gagged and put in a sack. About 1 million people let their data be took, but what they didn't know, all their friends' info was being written like a book. That's about 190 million people worth of information. You scare people and cause frustration. You match their data with people who wouldn't know better. If you ask me, you owe more than just an apology letter. Or sent campaign messages that they thought were from friends. While this happened, you were like a blind guy without his contact lens. It was the most groundbreaking piece of technology developed for the campaign. After it was over, they probably went to the White House and shipped champagne.
I take full responsibility, but put yourself in my shoes. A while ago, this was new news. No one told me to stop, so I kept going non-stop. I've always been told to look for the good, so I just regarded the bad like I thought I should. In my eyes, people were enjoying Facebook, then the world turned against me in an instant, and I was shook. It was clear now that we didn't do enough to prevent these tools from being used for harm as well. These people's information I acknowledge I sell, but how else am I supposed to monetize my app? For how much work I've done, where will I take a nap? I admit I was selfish. Breaching others' privacy is malicious, and I was being ambitious. Like an evil mastermind, all of my information was too data mined. Even I'm not safe from my own creation. My data was breached as well, just like the nation. I will learn from my mistakes. This won't happen again. It didn't take a broad enough view of my responsibility, my vein. We were always an idealistic and optimistic company. I always yearned for every penny.
Hey Mark, we all know your horrible mistake. You just burned the delicious cake. The breached information will now result in a new legislation. As I see you here in Congress, it's time to question your wrongness. Mr. Zuckerberg, a magazine I recently opened came with a floppy disk offering me 30 hours of something called America Online. Is that the same as Facebook? What was Face Mash, and is it still up and running? Mr. Zuckerberg, hypothetically, if someone's VCR won't stop flashing 12 o'clock, how would you suggest they fix that? These questions may seem very behind, but here are some questions that are designed from the masterminds of humankind. Is Facebook just too big and complicated for you and your team to manage? You've tossed around the idea of an independent Supreme Court for Facebook to settle disputes about acceptable speech and content. What would that look like? Does Facebook incorporate any data about moods or psychological states into its micro-targeting criteria? Hey Mark, we don't know what would happen to your wonderful Facebook, but we all know that this event will be on everyone's yearbook.
See you next time on Who'd You Gamin'. Bye. Ha, I fooled you. Okay, bye.
Howdy, fellas.